I'm pretty sure this is what Donnie sounds like anyways right now.
Burly boy, burly boy.
You listen to this.
Burly boy.
It's so good.
Listen to this koala bear. I'm pretty sure that's what Donnie sounds like when he orgasms.
He's getting too aggressive. That's scary to an extent.
You think that's what Donnie sounds like when he orgasms?
I don't know. That is not what I expected a koala bear to sound like.
What is going on,
Yeah, they're so
losers?
badass.
Welcome to the Lost Lizards podcast. I am your host, Mr. John McQuad. Joined once again, sitting beside me, my beautiful bride, the touch of the show, Miss Andrea McQuad.
Hey,
And coming at you from good old Kentucky, good old Jamie.
Yeah, what up?
No Donnie this week. I think he's sleeping. He had to work late last night, so I haven't heard from him. His wife says he's probably sleeping, so we'll go with he's sleeping, or he's probably sounding like that koala bear right now. How great is that? I fucking found that, dude. I lost it.
that is not what I expect. Like I said, you look at a koala bear, you're like, oh, it's not
That
what
is-
Well,
I
I mean,
expect
it
them to
doesn't
sound
seem like it doesn't seem like you guys know a lot about koala bears if you
No.
didn't know that
do
other
not.
fact.
I didn't know they sounded like that when they got all excited.
Nope, no
Well,
idea.
they also have it's like 80 or 90% of them have chlamydia.
Why would you know that strange fact about them?
Like, I mean, like I've had a lot
Because
of
just in case
friends-
you decided you wanted to fuck a koala, you're like, I don't think so. 90%
Yeah,
of them have.
so
chlamydia.
a bunch of zoologists that work with koalas get irritated about that joke because they're just like, get it over with. Say you're gonna fuck a koala or whatever.
I find this all weird. Anyways, so how was everyone going? Everyone have fun on Sunday? We had the first live LLP Sunday.
It was
Playlist?
a lot of fun to me.
You guys have a lot of fun?
I told you the same thing. Like I've discovered some new music that I looked into, and I just think it's cool because it kind of catches a glimpse of everyone's personality. Like,
It does. It catches everyone's personality. It was fun. Everyone had a good time. I hope everyone that watched it had a good time. So
I've been showing everyone Trilogy, Donnie's last song.
oh yeah,
I've been just playing that shit on repeat. I fucking love that song. That's like what he said of like it's just his perfect song. Like I was just getting
actually pretty cool.
chills during it.
it was really good. It was good. I'm glad everyone had a good time, and so we'll do it again. Not this Sunday, but the following Sunday.
Oh, I have my list, by the way,
Yeah.
but I have more
And
than 5.
So and
I have to figure that out.
me and you will probably have to talk because I'm pretty sure me and you have a couple of the same. So live next, not this Sunday, the 30th, but February 6th, we'll be live again on our YouTube channel. If you're watching on our YouTube, hit subscribe. If you're watching on Rumble, do the same thing. I will.
You can just check it out real quick.
Oh, you know what? We are gonna have to talk about this because I almost had. Oh, you are 1, 2. You know what? 3 of them are. We'll talk about it
That's
offline.
why I added more than.
Yeah, we'll talk. But we had fun. And before I get too far, but if you're watching on Rumble, subscribe. If you're watching on Spotify, leave us a 5-star review. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, leave a 5-star review as well. Holy shit. Let's get into it, everyone. How's everyone doing? Everyone else good? Everyone good? Everyone
Yeah.
surviving? Who wants to kick off the weird?
You're vibing. It's
Everyone's
really
surviving?
funny. It's
Everyone's
really funny
surviving?
from you.
Hey, before we start off, you know what? I'll get into it in my weird shit of the week. I'll get my rants and all that
Why
out
don't
at
you
once.
go first then? Because yours is longer.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yours
you
is
want me to
always
begin?
longer. Yeah, you go.
All right. Fine. We will go. I will go first. I want to say, you know what? Here, before we get too far, I want to apologize. From last week. If you listen to last week, I kind of went on a rant about our commander in chief and our vice president, and I want to apologize for doing that. I feel like I shouldn't pick on our president. I figure there's enough people to do that. And I figure I shouldn't be mean to our first woman vice president because people probably think I'm insulting her intelligence.
Why do I sense a butt?
Yeah, I'm sitting here
Yeah,
just
I
like,
know, I'm
wait a
just like,
second.
apologize for all this, and I'm sincerely, deeply sorry for that. But then again, I come from a time when I watched the media torpedo a presidency and a vice president because that vice president could misspelled potato. So leave it to me to expect to hold our journalists to higher standards and people that we elect to be semi fucking intelligent. But here I am. I am wrong and I apologize. Why are you looking at me like I'm fucking psycho? Listen, it's not my fault that if you can't find something because, supply issues, Google it. You'll be able to find it. It will magically appear. Then again, potato. Just remember that. We had a vice president misspelled potato. Jamie doesn't remember that, do you? You don't know this
No, I
story.
don't. I don't know that
You don't
one.
have to get into the whole.
Nope.
Just who was it? Yeah, no.
Dan
just who was it?
Quayle, during the run-up to the 92 election, was doing the publicity stunt about a year before and did a 4th grade spelling bee.
Oh,
And the
no.
word was potato, and he misspelled it because he did what 98.9%
added an E.
added
Yep.
the E to it. Yes, he did.
There is no E.
There is no
Unless
E.
you were making it plural, as in potatoes.
Potatoes.
Yeah, because then they got feet.
Exactly.
Yes. So there it is. That's Dan Quell misspelled potato. And then the media ran with it, called him a dummy, basically torpedoed the Bush administration. And the hip cool guy playing the jazz saxophone on the Arsenio Hall show became president. Yes, that's a true story, ladies and gentlemen. Look it up. Okay. Let me get a
So
few
were
other
you actually
things.
being genuine during part of that?
No,
I didn't
not
think
one
so.
fucking bit.
Yeah, I was like, wait a second.
Not at all. There's not a genuine. These are all jokes, and these are true stories. I made fun of it. I remember looking at it and went, I'm fucking retarded. I'm stupid. I didn't want to, pardon the R word. I'm trying to I'm trying to take it out of my vocabulary.
I've noticed something about that word after you're done. Sorry.
Going, I'm an idiot. I remember watching this on the news, and I know there's no E in potato unless it's plural. And my dad went, good boy, and patted me on the head. He goes, clearly you're smarter than our vice president. And that was the running joke from there on out. And I didn't think we're going to have another dumb vice president
Yeah.
until go retard.
Jesus. Yeah, I
Hard
thought
word.
for a second during that you were gonna be like, James, do you have anything to say? I was like, no, I stand by everything I said. Like,
No,
but,
I completely listen. If you guys
yeah,
don't know yet, I like to point out the hypocrisies in the world. There's so many of them. I just got to point them out. So this is why we're here. This is another hypocrisy. Now, let's go to the next hypocrisy that I've seen this week. Does everyone know Holly Madison? If I say the word name, Holly Madison.
I do not.
nope.
Okay, Holly
Billy
Madison.
Madison?
About the same intelligence level. Here is Holly Madison. And now I'm probably going to get some flack for this. And I'm going to say this now. And I'll get to those in a sec. Holly Madison used to be Hugh Hefner's main girlfriend before he got married to Crystal Harris before he died. Everybody know who Hugh Hefner is?
Of course.
The founder of Playboy, the Gentleman's Magazine, right? Good glitz, the grammar, and all that stuff.
Maybe not the best dude, but at least he kept drugs away from the women.
He, might not have been the greatest dude in the world. I get it. Was a sexual, you might want to say he's a sexual predator, but most women knew going into it.
I was about to say,
What?
it's like an extreme deviant.
Here's where I have a problem with Holly Madison. Holly Madison was one of the girls next door. If you don't know who that is, go fucking Google it.
Yeah.
At one point in time, she went up to Hugh Hefner and was like, marry me or I'm leaving. And he went, bye. And she left. And she went, wah, I want to have kids. I want to get married, wah, 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 and left. only to become like the fucking kid on the Nirvana cover after he found someone else and got married and moved the fuck on, to come out with all the wonderful allegations of he's a sexual predator, he forced me to do that. Shut the fuck up. You are a scorned woman who is still in love with a dead guy, it seems like, and you keep bringing this shit up. You're getting paid. You wrote a book. You made millions of fucking dollars. No one fucking cares. Go away. Stop talking. She literally can't, like, as soon as there's an inkling of an opportunity to get her fucking name back in the media with the Playboy name, she'll fucking do it. And she'll, because I guess there's a new documentary on A&E about the dark side of the Playboy, about the shit that went on the grotto and the pictures that he took when girls were drunk. Holy fuck. It was the Playboy Mansion. You knew wild shit was going to go on there, and dudes
that's
are
my
fucking creepy.
thought is like, because like everyone that I've heard like interviews of that worked there, he was adamantly against drugs and stuff. And a few other things like that, and it was just about you are here to enjoy your time and do what you want,
and show your boobs and have a good time.
And so I don't like being a deviant, but being an open deviant to that level, I don't completely see a problem with that.
If you are
it's just their lifestyle at that point,
what did you
and who am I to
expect
judge that?
Exactly.
when you go somewhere like that, like honestly,
like it wasn't like you got a phone call like, hey, there's a new magazine. It's called Playboy. We want you to come over. Oh, by the way, you got to show you got to get naked and show your tits, and we're going to take pictures of them, and millions of people are going to see them. And then afterwards, if you really want to, I'm going to have sex with you. It's not like that got me. If you called me up, was like, I'll be like, nah. But 30 years down the road of this new magazine building a foundation, and you know what it's about because I don't know, you can read.
Yeah.
You can go to the library and find out what the fuck it's about.
And I think like it's funny because it's even comparing it to recent people of like Dan Blazarian. There isn't people being thrown off the roof of the Playboy Mansion.
Exactly. Like I get it. There's
even that's not happening at the Playboy Mansion.
Don't get me wrong. I know there was probably some wild shit that went down in the Playboy Mansion, and some women probably got hurt, and some shit went over the fucking line. I'm not saying that did not happen. But for you to try to make $1 and get your 15 minutes, it's over. Your 15 minutes of fame ended when the girl next door got canceled. Let's move on. Do your residency, all that shit. Like, you knew what was going, right? You knew, like, if a creepy old dude walked up to you and started touching you, and you're like, no, and he was like, listen, I'm worth millions of dollars. All I want to do is see your boobies and maybe touch one, and I'll give you money and fortune. Would you do it? If you were 20 and you're comfortable with it, yes. Probably. Just saying. What else?
Where am I? My girlfriend go do it.
Yeah. I don't think he's gonna want to see my 43-year-old boobs, but
all right.
Let me see the milk bags.
Now here's my third hypocrisy, and this has nothing against David Ortiz. Congratulations, David Ortiz, for yesterday for getting elected into the Baseball Hall of Fame. Here's my fucking problem.
For a second, I was thinking you were talking about Ortiz, the WWE wrestler.
That's what I thought for a minute. That's why I looked at
I was like, wait a second, huh?
No, David Ortiz, Red Sox designated hitter, now Hall of Famer. Played for the Twins, I think. Yes, Twins. I don't have a problem with David Ortiz getting into the Hall of Fame. Do I think he was a first ballot Hall of Famer? No. Not even close. Maybe a fifth or sixth ballot Hall of Famer because all he did was a fucking DH all of his career. He couldn't field a ball to save his ass. Could he hit it? Yeah. Only in the playoffs, though. Don't give me, considering Scott Rowland has been almost just as equally as career numbers as David Ortiz.
Get in?
No.
Oh.
See where my problem's starting to go?
I get it.
Because Scott Rowland was one of the best third basemen of all fucking time. He could play defense and fucking hit. David Ortiz was a great hitter and a unfucking believable hitter in the postseason. Do not get me wrong. Could he field the ball? No. But the last time I checked, there was two sides of a fucking baseball game, and he could only play one of them. So guess what, David Ortiz? You're a fifth or sixth ballot Hall of Famer. Now, saying that, The only reason why David Ortiz got elected to first ballot Hall of Fame is because he knows he's very charismatic and he's a super nice guy. And he could play well with the fucking media because it's the Baseball Writers Association that elects these people in the Hall of Fame for people that don't know that. And if you don't play nice with these little fucking maggots who love the game of baseball but can't play it 90% of the time to save their ass, you gotta fucking kiss. You gotta kiss their little fucking rings, and you won't get in. Or if you did steroids, even though everyone fucking knew it, yet they covered it up. Looking at you, Baseball Writers Association, you don't elect people like Barry Bonds, Mark McGwire, or Roger Clemens, even though they
Sammy
deserve to
Sosa?
be in the.
Did Sosa get in?
Nope, Sosa didn't get in it either. Even though they were the best players of the time in the steroid era, let them in. Or Pete Rose, for a matter of the fact. There is no reason the number one person with the career most hits, the career most home runs, the career most Cy Youngs and strike are not in the Hall of Fame. You know why these people aren't in the Hall of Fame? Because the Baseball Writers Association got their little feelings hurt and they won't put them in. So
I think they need to change that.
they need a whole revamp of the whole system, if you ask me.
Is that
But-
the only sport that elects
So-
people into the Hall of Fame by a writer?
So the writers get 10 votes, and you have to be a part of the association, and you have to get 75% of the votes to get it. That's how the baseball does it. Football has a vote and then a committee. Like you have, I think if football has, if I remember correctly, football has a vote and then a committee, and I think hockey's the same way. I don't know how the NBA is done, or basketball's done, but so I won't even ask. But yeah, David Ortiz, congratulations. You deserve. I think you should have been in 5 or 6 years later than this year, but I guess because you know how to kiss the rings and you're very charismatic, you get to go into the Baseball Hall of Fame. Where else?
This is why I told you to go first.
Oh,
'cause
baby.
yours is you have a lot more than
I
me.
have 4 pages of notes, ladies and gentlemen. I told you, buckle up.
Mm.
Let's see, where do I want to go from there? Oh, here, we'll get into this. China. We'll probably be at war with China by the time this comes out anyways, but can we officially admit that they are fucking weird? Like when they, I don't know, changed the ending to one of my favorite movies just to make themselves, I don't know, not the people not get away with it. Did you hear
I think
anybody?
I heard about this one.
I have
What are you
no idea
talking
what the
about?
fuck you're talking
What's
about.
one of my favorite movies of all time that
Fight
I
Club?
love showing to people as their first movie?
Fight Club?
Yes, Fight Club.
Yeah, I
China
heard.
changed the ending of Fight Club. So instead of seeing the buildings crumble and explode at the end, the cops come in and arrest everybody. And then they're like, don't do that. That's the end of Fight Club in China.
Because it's promoting violence.
Because it's promoting violence against the government, basically.
The whole movie is straight up violence. And if you want to get technical with it, it's fucking with like mental disorders. The dude had an imaginary friend. Spoiler. I mean, there's so many different things you could say about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're changing the endings to movies so it doesn't like crimes against government and stuff like that. They're changing these
I
so
was
people
waiting
don't
to
get
see-
fucking ideas.
I was waiting to see if Thor had a reaction that he's on his phone.
He's not paying attention.
Changing the end of movies? He's shaking his head.
How crazy is that? Didn't they do it to another one or something like that?
Yeah. And so have you guys heard of Wolf Warrior?
No.
Also talking about this.
So Wolf Warrior, there's like 3 of them,
Yeah.
and they're
So
like,
Wolf Warrior is these like Chinese propaganda films basically about Chinese soldiers always being able to overpower US soldiers no matter what. And it's this like ridiculous, like basically Chinaman, like Captain America, but like Chinaman
yes,
superhero film of this guy just going against the US and being like, we need to fucking take them over, and just like super fucking aggressive, and it was like one of the highest highest grossing Chinese films last year,
Yeah.
and all this shit, and it's fucking ridiculous.
How it like they fight like Navy SEALs and stuff like that, and they kill them in the most. It's over the top Chinese propaganda, and because we're talking shit on it, I'm pretty sure YouTube is going to yank yank this. Thank God for Rumble and other shit, so I can still talk shit on the Chinese. Like, for fuck's sakes, they're changing the endings of movies so they don't. So it's like for government propaganda. Are you serious?
No, the Fight Club one isn't the propaganda one to me, because that's just they have such strict things of like what children can see. And
No,
the Wolf Warrior was like a 18 plus film.
No, they show everyone getting arrested at the end of Fight Club, and it was like government wins.
Oh, I can kind of get that. Yeah,
like it's a check mark. Like it's a win for the government.
make sure the police come out on top.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I wonder if there's a lot of cop shows in China.
Probably not. Oh, probably. I don't. Who knows? I wonder if they're like their number one show is like the government, like instead of like
Dun dun.
Yeah, like
Dick Wolf is the number one writer in all of China. Actually.
Oh my gosh. All right, off China for a minute. Have you all seen this? So I know everyone loves TikTok and everything like that, but I've noticed this as well. So people have been putting in their 2 weeks notice, and their employees are like, "No, we're not accepting that." And they're like, "Wait, what?" Yeah, we're putting our 2 weeks in. They're like, their employers are like, "No." I will let employers know something. It's not 1856. You don't get to buy and trade fucking people. If someone gets to fucking put their 2 weeks in, you don't get to go, no.
The fuck does that even mean? I'm confused.
I know.
Okay, so here I've seen at least 10 TikToks like this. So I'll use these two as an example because these were the ones I remember seeing the most, or the two that are fresh in my head. First one was a lady. She goes, "Hey, I went into work. I put my 2 weeks in," and her boss was like, "You're the only one on this project that's due in 6 months that knows what's going on. I'm not accepting these." And she was like, "That's not my problem. In 2 weeks, I'm not going to be here." She goes, "Haha," and kind of laughed at it. And then next day, he was like, "Did we do something to make you mad?" She was like, "Yeah, you remember when you only gave me like a 2% pay raise? And yet I'm the only one that's doing everything on the project? Yeah, that's why I went and found another job." And he was like, "Haha, still not accepting your resignation," and walked away. This went on. He left. She left anyways, and her phone started blowing up. She was like, "How? This is not possible. Like, he threatened me with legal action. You can't. Unless you sign
I was about to say, like,
unless you sign an NDO or a non-compete, there's nothing they can fucking do to you.
Yeah.
Or if you're under a contract, you can up and leave like a fart in the wind if you fucking want to." And employers are like, no. Like, one dude was an IT guy, so he put his 2 weeks in, and this was the other one, and his boss went, "No," and he went, "Listen, I'm putting my 2 weeks in." His boss is like, "Not accepting it," and he goes, "Did we do something to make you mad?" And then obviously everything's always over money. And the guy was like, "You didn't give me a pay raise this year. Remember, you told me I was flat because my performance was low, and yet now you're telling me I'm the number one person." "Yeah, I put my 2 weeks in."
How can you tell somebody no?
You can
Like,
tell anybody no.
well, I don't give a shit if you tell me no or not. Like, if I walked into work and was like, "Here's my 2 weeks,"
Yep.
would they kind of rebuttal? Maybe.
Yeah.
You know.
You know what this reminded me of though? Like these employees. You ever remember the Seinfeld? Jamie, you're too young. You might remember this. This reminded me of the Seinfeld episode of George Costanza and his girlfriend that wouldn't break up with him.
Oh, I thought you were leaving. One breakup.
I do know what you're talking about.
And even she was like, he goes, "I want to break up." She goes, "I don't accept this."
Yeah, she's like,
He was like,
nah.
he goes, what's your reasoning?" And he was like, "You need to come." And like he reads, like makes a fucking like a report. And she was like, "Not good enough." He goes, she goes, "Think of it as like launching a nuclear whistle. We each got to turn our key at the same time." This is what this reminds me of. These fucking employers telling these employees, "No, we're not accepting your 2 weeks. you have to stay here for the rest of your life. Fuck you, man. I'm like, I quit. Now I just walk out the fucking door right then and there. That's what this reminded me. I'm like, there's no legal action. There's nothing these employers can do.
No, it's just stupid. You could be like that radio show host. It was like, I quit this
That's
bitch.
what I
Yeah.
And just
thought.
fucking be like, bye.
Unless you're under a contract. It's not like if I was in the Navy,
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck this, I quit. I'm putting in my 2
No,
weeks.
yeah,
you can't do
no.
that. You can't do that. Okay? You cannot do shit like that. If you
No,
have-
I've heard a few stories of those guys. You can't do that one.
No, you don't do that. If you're under a contract, like say you're a nurse.
Any of our military listeners, hey, go AWOL.
Like say you're a nurse and you sign a contract with a hospital for 2 years. You have a signing bonus. You have to work there
Yeah.
for at least 2 years.
Or if you quit in those 2 years, you have to pay it back.
Or or whatever. That's they can come at you for like stuff like that. But after 2 years, you're scot free. These people, these employers going, no, I'm not accepting your resignation. Or how can I put this nicely?
If I had a
Fucking
boss
lunatics.
I was about to say, if I had a boss like that, I would be like, making sure HR gets it and be like, hey, by the way, gave it to him on this date. I'm out of here.
Yep. They usually just ask you to put it in writing. Like once you verbally tell them, like, okay, put it in writing, and then you go from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always had a paper first.
Yeah, you put it in writing. Here you go. I usually have it typed up and all nice and neat, unless I don't like you and I'm just like, go fuck yourself, I'm out. Which I've done. So
Yeah,
insane.
I've only had that once where I was told I was a waste of air to my face by a chef, and I was like, all right, deuces.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna take this air out of here then.
Yeah,
how
I was
this
just
works.
like, I'm good. I'm out.
So it's just so fucking crazy. Now, I think this might be my last bitch, and then we can get into funny stories, okay? I think. Nope. I got another thing. Then hold on. Maybe 2 or 3 more things, and we'll move on. So it's 2022, right?
I think so.
I mean, I know it seems like 2019, 2020,
Is it
2021.
still wishes?
Yeah, we're still going here. I'm still on this.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Can we maybe not transport test lab monkeys and get them in car accidents?
What do you?
What?
Yeah, so in Pennsylvania, there were some lab monkeys that were being
Are they
transported
loose?
on a fucking 4 of them are.
Oh.
I
As
want
of this-
invasive monkeys. Make more.
No. Here's the
Let
shitty
them
part.
take over.
Nope.
Let's have Planet of
Stop.
the Apes.
Stop
Where's
talking.
Caesar?
Stop talking. We should probably not. If you're doing test on monkeys or lab monkeys, just euthanize them. Maybe let's not transport them anymore. But so they can get free. And then there's one nice lady who was
So they
nice
took
enough to help.
smart ones out.
I guess. I don't know which ones they took out, but now there's a lady who's sick. So this is now the next. I'm pretty sure this is the next pandemic. Yes. This happened last week, and I was just like, let's not do shit like this anymore. I get it. We probably
I'm
have
fine
to
with
test on
AIDS
animals.
2.0. If we have Planet of the Apes, I'm fine with AIDS 2.0.
I'm glad you brought up AIDS.
Oh my god.
I'm glad you brought that up. Because I
If
watched the
Caesar
movie.
is
Nope.
loose, I'm okay with it.
No, let's not transport monkeys, fucking lab monkeys. Let's not, euthanize them before you move them so they can't get free. Maybe bite a person and cause malaria or some shit like that.
If Caesar is home, I'm happy.
Let's not do shit like that. You want AIDS 2.0. Why? So, you know what? I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it.
If Caesar is loose, I'm okay with it. That's all I'm saying.
No more lab monkeys.
It's not that I want it to happen. But if Caesar is loose, I think I'm okay with it.
Here. Now, I'm skipping past you. Now, speaking of the pandemic, I was talking to a friend the other day who has now had COVID twice, who is sick, by the way, vaccinated, boosted. Anyways, who is sick? Who love this? This is the best. These are the people I love more than anything. Who go, hey man, you haven't had COVID. No, knock on wood, I have not had COVID.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
He goes, how have you not had COVID? I'm on second round. And he goes, and I think this is the second time I'm getting it is worse than the first time I had it. He goes, man, I'm pretty sick this time. I'm like, well, you don't sound good. I'm like, I hope you get better. He goes, yeah. He goes, he goes, how have you skated through this? I went, I've been taking vitamin D, vitamin C, and I've been exercising and
living my normal life.
And pretty much just living my normal life. Did you get vaccinated? No, I have not, because I don't get the flu shot because there's health reasons there, so I just don't do it. So I'm waiting seeing on it. Oh, okay. What else? Anything else? I'm like, oh well, I added turkey tail mushrooms to supplements to my vitamin regimen every day. That way, because for the antiviral and antibacterial. He goes, oh. He goes, let me get this straight. He goes, you haven't had COVID? No, I haven't had COVID. I've had COVID twice. I'm like, yeah, that's what you're telling me. And you've taken vitamin D, vitamin C, and vitamins and exercise, and that, yeah. He goes, I think you're fucking stupid. I don't believe you haven't had COVID and you're out of your mind. That this is the craziest shit in the world, and I can't believe that a doctor hasn't arrested you for that yet. And basically belittled the fuck out of me and told me that I'm fucking nuts.
I thought it was gonna be a Sailor moment where he was like,
no, no,
maybe I should.
Not even. I thought so too. I thought this dude was gonna have a rude fuck awakening and be like, holy shit, maybe he's on to something. No, he went, nope, you're stupid. You should not be telling people that, because that is, he treated me like I was fucking Joe Rogan and one of the so-called 270 fucking doctors that want him off Spotify. That's the way I got treated. I went, I'm sorry. What'd you just say? He goes, I can't believe that you're telling people to take vitamin D mushrooms. I went, you didn't hear hey man, they're not psychedelic mushrooms. I bought them off Amazon. I don't care. That's stupid. Oh, okay. Hey man, have fun with your COVID. I hope you get it a third time. Like, after that, fuck you, man. I was fucking, what the fuck, dude? Who the fuck does shit like that? Who the fuck calls someone fucking crazy and asinine for fucking, I don't know. I don't get it. What do you fucking do here? What do you do with people? Hey, man, just get healthy. These things are all health beneficial. These are natural immunity boosting things. And I'm the crazy one.
Like, to me, it sounded like one of those moments. It's like how people were with Rittenhouse, where it could go both ways at the end of that conversation, of people being like, well, yeah, all right, I kind of get it, and then the other people just be like, what?
I was like, huh? Wait, okay, man. I don't, okay, cool. What do you want me to do, man? I'm just letting you know. This is what I did. This is what's gotten me through so far. I'm going to continue doing it. You know why? Because I haven't been sick in almost 2.5 years. Maybe a sniffle. That's it. Knock on wood. That's all I'm saying. By the way, those 270 so-called doctors that went Rogan off Spotify, you might want to look into that. That was pretty funny. Most of them are podcaster and dentists and chiropractors, but medicine. I think that's all my pitches. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I just had to get those things off my chest. The hypocrisies were just too much this week.
Well, the guy you were talking to was veteran, right? Or no?
No.
Okay. because I was gonna connect it that way to one of my bitches, but there's just a weird
No.
fucking interaction I had with a guy.
No, those are just bitches. I still got stories to tell this week. I told you I
Yeah.
had a lot. I told you guys
Oh,
got
shit,
something.
all right.
I got those were my bitches. I just had to get the bitches off and see. I hope if you made it through the first 30 minutes of this podcast, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. We do appreciate you. We love and adore every single one of you. Really do. I hope you all are laughing at the hypocrisies because they're just fucking crazy. That is. It's just crazy nowadays. You know? Fucking Meatloaf's dying.
Betty White's taking
Betty White's
everyone with
passed
her.
away. Bob Saget's gone. So, by the way, I want a quick apology to people on Twitter or out on social media because people who kept on tweeting out, "Oh my God, how can Meatloaf go?" and me replying with like a bat out of hell. I just want to
man.
apologize
No,
for
you
that.
did not. Why?
Because it's funny.
No, it's not.
It is funny. How could you go like a bat out of hell? It could come on. He wrote the albums. Actually, he didn't even write the music. He just sung them, if I remember correctly. He didn't write a lot of his songs, I don't think.
Neither did Elton John.
I know. He just sings them. But sorry. Come on. Betty White passed away, and it wasn't even 30. I had the meme unsaved for when Betty White passed away of the Grim Reaper pulling her out of the claw
I was
machine.
surprised you didn't just start posting her nudes.
Why would I post Betty White nude? I don't have Betty White nude.
There's from when she was like 20 or 30.
There is?
Yeah.
Pause.
Did not know. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna take a pause.
You needed to see Betty White nudes.
No, we didn't have to pause to go see Betty White's nudes.
No.
I didn't know she posed naked for anything.
I don't
I'm
wanna
pretty sure
see
it was a Playboy thing.
Playboy wasn't around when she was in her 20s.
All right, I've seen these.
She was born before sliced bread. James, you have to think about that. You realize she was alive for all 26 of the New York Yankees World Series. Like, you have to think here. You know, so that's my apology. And other apology tweet the other day was, I think I deleted this one, but I don't know if I think I tweeted it and deleted it real quick. So if you caught it, I'm going to apologize. Someone asked what would be the worst musical ever, or someone said something about the worst musical ever. I'm like, just wait until Spielberg turns Schindler's List into a musical.
And yeah, it was in 55, so she was like 32 or something.
Yeah, so I didn't know she was in. I don't think it was Playboy. I would have known that. That would have been a nugget of knowledge, John.
Yeah, you're just like, I would have. All right, I have all those.
I would have known that nugget of knowledge, I think. Like, but I don't remember her. Yeah, so I just apologize.
from
Two bad
60
tweets. Two bad
From
tweets, you know.
68 to 89, I know every Playgirl.
No, I don't think I know that, to be honest with you.
Those were the prime years.
You know. That's it. Oh. No, I think can I get more? I still got more, ladies and gentlemen. So
Still got
speaking of
more.
weird friends, weird friends. I have a friend who was a professional MMA fighter. Like, he fought professionally for a little bit, was on the Ultimate Fighter. So I'm scrolling through Facebook. I guess his stepson is turned 10. And he was like, "Oh, congratulations to blah, blah, blah for turning 10, 8 more years, and you're going to catch hands." I'm like, dude, you're a professional fucking fighter, and you're 10 and a 10-year-old, 8 more years, and I'm going to fuck you up.
I'm
Like,
going to kill you.
you're going to catch these hands in 8 more years, buddy. Start training. Like, I hope you're training this kid. Which he probably is, knowing this family. He is. I know he is probably. I'm like 80% sure. But can you imagine? Hey, buddy, 10 more years. You see me fight those guys? I'm gonna fuck you up. 8 more years, big guy. That's like mind games to the degree. That's an A+ mind game, don't you think? That's an A+
That would
mind game.
fuck with me. That would just make me so stressed.
8
Like
more
every
years.
birthday of like, are you gonna like karate chop me this year? Like, what the fuck are you gonna do now?
8 more years. Well, he's eight more years, buddy. 8 more years. Just counting down the days. So if I was that kid, I'd be like, dude, I'll be in the gym every day until I'm 18, until my 18th birthday. No,
No,
No, I
just-
think that's fucked up.
that kid's psyche is gonna be all fucked up.
it's all in good fun. I know the family, they're good fun, but it's still funny.
That's what makes abusive teenage boys.
I don't think that is. I don't think that's the thing, but yeah, we'll go with that. So, speaking of dads, I had a dad moment last week. Every morning I get up and make sure our youngest is up. I'm like his alarm clock because he's terrible with his alarm clock. So I'm always up anyway. So I always peek my head in. Hey, buddy, you awake? The other day, I had to do that. I sent the Snapchat. Hey, man, you awake? And dropped my phone and went back to sleep. He sent the response.
Okay.
Yeah, he sent the response before I fell back asleep. But I was just letting you know that I had a that dad moment of, hey, man, you awake? And dropped it. Instead of getting out of bed, walking across the hallway, opening his door and go, hey, I just sent the Snapchat. So
Lazy dad moment.
probably one of my finer moments as a dad.
Finer.
That's definitely a lazy moment.
But it was one of the good ones. So now,
No, the
to-
better thing to do is to set up the Find My iPhone alarm on it because it's such a fucking annoying sound. I've thrown phones across rooms because of it. Because dad would
The
just sit
Find
there
My-
and fucking spam it.
to
Yeah.
find my iPhone.
It's so loud and so abrasive.
Crazy. So, oh, that's all I got, ladies and gents. Besides, I can talk about the lady reliving her stripper days at the Thunderstruck concert on Saturday. That was interesting. But other than that, I got nothing. That's it. That's my rants and raves, and that's all I really had. Just fucking God, the hypocrisy this week, ladies. I apologize.
That's why I told you to go first.
Okay.
Look at how much time you took.
Hey.
We are like decoration. as you're
listen,
sitting
I-
here ranting.
So you guys I do have questions for you guys, though. If you guys
Well, I don't
Well-
really have much this week. If
I
you want
don't
me to
either.
go real quick.
no, do you got anything, baby? James? And then I have questions.
I have
Just-
one thing real quick. When somebody puts something on Marketplace to sell, don't be a fucking cunt about it. Like if there's a price on there, then that's what they're asking for. Sometimes you can negotiate, sometimes you can't. I have put something on there for my dad and I am just getting aggravated because these people are like, "Oh, you can download it and I'll send you the money this way." Yeah, it's a scam. So that's a hard no. So it's a pain in the ass.
Marketplace is a fucking Facebook's a cesspool and all social media is a cesspool to weird shit anyways.
Yeah, it's pretty ghetto right now. So
So
Yeah, I'm trying to find another house through it right now, so that's a fucking process.
another house?
Well, yeah, we just want to move somewhere else for the last little bit of being here. And
Ah.
I think all of us are kind of on the same boat of getting out of here before next Christmas.
Gotcha.
So
It's understandable. I get it.
just find another place for the last few months, probably 9 months, and then hopefully right before Halloween or something, try to get out of here.
All right. So that sucks. Anything else, Jamie, before I start asking? I got a couple questions to ask you.
Just some weird interactions. I like one of the funniest things to me is like veterans for the most part fall under two categories. Like ones that take them way too fucking serious after retiring and like are like hoorah till the day they die, and other ones that just go like full hippie and just don't give a fuck about anything. And like for the most part, I can't stand the ones that take themselves too seriously because it's just fucking hard to talk to them because they're just like, nah, you're just such a pussy. Like, you didn't fucking do what I did. So what's the point of me talking to you?
There's Yes and no. I would
I think
say
I know what kind of guys you
I
know what
who
kind of
I
guys
know
I'm
who you're
talking
talking
about.
about. There's
Yeah,
guys that are like that that will look down upon you
as
because
on civilians and
because you
shit.
didn't go in.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Oh, you weren't in the military? Oh,
That's a choice.
that's like
That's
those like they're the same. Those would be the same people that look down on me because I didn't go to college.
yeah,
No, you always have those people.
yeah.
That's
It's
not a
the same
veteran
kind of
thing.
person. Yeah, thinking about it. Yeah,
That's the same. It's this. You'll have those people. Those are you can't. That's not a veteran thing. That's a cocksucker. That's a piece of shit person.
yeah,
I hate people that do that. I loved it. Like one day, I went in a job interview, and I got called in for this job interview one time, and this was 2008, 2007, 2008 timeframe. I go in. This is pretty recent after I go in. I go in this job interview and talk to the guy. Everything like this. Guy goes, "Hey man, we'd love to hire you,
oops.
but you don't have your piece of paper." I'm like, "What piece of paper?" He goes, "You don't have your college degree." I'm like, "What?" And it was a pretty good. It was doing almost exactly the same thing I was doing in the service,
yeah.
making good money. And the guy went, "Sorry, man, I'm not going to hire you." He goes, "You have the most experience." He goes, there was like a placement test for it. He goes, "You scored the highest on the test." He goes, "But yeah, you don't have your college degree." Okay, fuck off.
Yeah,
Yep. All right, cool. I hate people that do that. And if
Yeah.
I see someone who looks down, like if I see another veteran, because there's assholes that go to the VFW that do that.
yeah.
will
The dude
look-
had like a full Wounded Warrior like shirt on and everything, and I was trying to tell him that Dad used to work in the San Diego office and was just a complete dickhead through everything. And I was just like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, there's a guy. There's an asshole. There's an asshole that was here at the local VFW that was like that. That would look down upon people. I used to fuck with him
Yeah,
all the time. That dude hated me and my dad. He was like hated me with a passion. Walked up to my mom one day and was like, "That dude's a prick." My mom's like, "I know. I raised him right." Not realizing he was talking to my mom.
yeah.
That's why I stopped hanging out up there. That's why I don't hang up there. It's like, dude, you fuck off. You fucking weirdos. So, what else?
Nothing much. Yeah.
Good.
No, just had that kind of weird reaction. There was some. Do you know what a femcel is?
No,
Do you know what an incel is?
Jamie.
No.
No. Just for the
Involuntary celibate men is what an incel is.
involuntary
it-
celibate men. You mean?
Yeah, so like
I'm not getting-
involuntarily, just like they just can't get laid, even though they're trying,
Okay.
just because of how socially awkward and gross and fucking inept in life they are. And I met my first femcel, and I just couldn't fucking stand her.
What's
I'm
a
assuming it's the
femce-
same thing as
Just a
but
female incel.
version.
And I was just like, my manager like saw it on my face and everything, and was just like, "Hey James, you want to go help out some other people?" Like took the jewelry keys out of my hand and everything. I was just staring at her, just like, what the fuck? Because she had like lip rings on it, but had a mask on and stuff, but just wouldn't take it off because of just how awkward and just socially anxious she was. And I just wasn't fucking dealing with it. And I was just like, can you let me do my job? Like, let me see real quick. I can tell you what size it is. Hold your fucking breath for 5 seconds. And let's continue on with our lives. Like, I don't fucking understand you just standing here and be like, I can't really do that. What? And just fucking, it pissed me off to no end.
That's awesome.
Why do they
Dude.
have to have names for everything?
Because you're like you are no longer a female. You know that, right? You're a cis female.
What the fuck does that mean?
Jamie?
I don't know what cis stands for, but
If-
cis is just like you're the
You're the
that
gender
born
you
as.
were given at birth.
Okay.
You identify as the gender that you were born.
I am a female.
Yeah, so you
yeah.
identify. Yep, you're a cis female.
Jesus.
Because everything's gotta be over fucking complicated. You know why everyone was happier in the 70s, in the 60s, and in the 50s?
Well,
Do you know
incel, I think, is a fun word because it's just a slur towards those kind of socially awkward people, and I like it.
No. What it is it makes things complicated. Now, do you know why the music was better?
No,
You
it's
know why
making
everyone
fun
has-
slurs.
No, it's not. It makes shit fucking complicated, James. Everything make shit simple. If everyone would just make shit simple again, be like, oh, this isn't my fucking problem. It doesn't need my attention or my 2 cents. I'm going to walk past this or scroll past this. If people could do that again, or be like, oh, old neighbor fucking Carl down the street is beating the shit out of his wife again. Like, you know, if she likes it and keeps going to him, that's their problem. No reason for me to get fucking involved. You know what I'm saying? Unless I absolutely have to. Shit like that. It just people mind their business and stuff like that. The music was better back in there because it was simple. You don't have this mumbly bullshit with a on a fucking computer. You just had a dude or a guy with a guitar, some dude on a fucking drums, and some poor bastard fucking singing his poor fucking heart out. Make it fucking simple again. Don't make America great. Make it simple again.
Man,
That's
for
what I
one
want.
of the covers. One of the covers, I need to find a mumble rapper
are
that
you
covers
looking at me
like
for
Smoke
like
on the
that?
Water.
Why are you looking at me for like that?
You were like, are
Out of my
you should
mind.
be happy.
I am
like-
happy.
Smoke more pot or something. Fuck.
I'm
Yeah,
happy.
I need to find like a mumble rap version of Smoke on the Water or something
Dude, see, there's just
for the
Oh.
cover.
that'd be everything's got to come off Spotify. Remember that. All right, sorry. I just they make shit complicated. There's no reason for it. You know. All right.
If
Let's move on.
everybody
Isn't that
didn't
the
think they had to be
furthering
right,
of
Yeah.
everybody thinks they're right.
Not
Like there's no other. That's where that comes in.
well, complicating it? Well, isn't that just kind of like furthering of the language? I mean,
I don't know.
Shakespeare was very complicated when it came out, and no one really fucking understood it unless they were educated enough to understand it.
not even the educated understood Shakespeare at the time. Okay. They just thought it was really cool because it fucking rhymed. That's it. It was basically hip hop before it was like the hip hop before Shakespeare was the original Warren G, okay? Or whatever. That's what it was. That's what made it nice. That was what made it different. It's made it, and I'm not saying, but you're talking like when we start throwing definitions or like I understand what you're saying, creating words, like creating
Yeah,
words that's
I
things.
don't see
Yes.
what's wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. But when you start switching the definitions and making shit complicated, that's where I have a problem.
What were the questions you have for us?
Oh, okay. Sorry. Let's move on. Questions. Jamie, you're about ready to witness a murder. But I'm going to ask you a question. Do you think the Tyrannosaurus Rex, instead of having small arms, actually had wings?
Oh, I've never heard that one. No.
So, okay. So instead, okay, now look at the skeleton of a Tyrannosaurus Rex and then now Google the
I
skeleton of an
think
ostrich.
previous versions of it could have been more feather covered and could have had some use of it to some extent, somewhat like raptors possibly do.
Yes.
But I'm not against the theory of like T-Rexes having feathers on them. I do think that's possible.
So
Now,
there's
those arms being used for flight
Nope.
at all?
I'm saying it was basically a flightless bird.
No,
Like I'm saying there's like a
I don't
predator.
think I would call it like that. It would just be like penguin arms.
Yeah, I would say
it
like
would just be penguin arms if it even has any shape like that. But I think the closest thing is that it would have feathers,
it did have,
but it
they're
would look
coming
more
up.
like raptor arms than anything, and people know what that looks like. With
So basically,
feathers.
they think they had like small wings, like small little wings instead of the hands, and they were actually fucking more like they did have feathers, like a T-Rex had feathers. Why are you yelling? You got it.
I
Well-
didn't yell at you.
Why are
I
you-
didn't say a fucking thing. Did not.
Andrea, what do you think T-Rexes sounded like?
I don't fucking know.
Why? So
What's your
Like the
theory?
sound that is going on in my fucking brain right now.
that's actually
So like a roar.
you see like a
I think it
roar?
was a roar. And no, I'm not basing it off of fucking Jurassic Park, like you said.
I didn't.
He came up to me
So-
the other day with this fucking theory, and I am working from home. I'm doing shit, and
was
he
Saturday.
just
It
sits
was a
on the bed.
Saturday.
I worked
It was
Saturday.
after you got off work.
Oh, so I'm sitting there, and he's like, "T-Rex was a bird." I'm like, "It wasn't a fucking bird. What the hell is wrong with
I'm
you?"
imagining you just like getting your popcorn, getting your drink for the night, sitting down on the couch, and he just mumbles next to you. You know, T-Rex was a fucking bird,
And
right?
that he's always going, "So do you ever question our marriage?" That day, that was definitely one of those
I
fucking
didn't-
moments when I wanted to just strangle you
I
and
go
and put you in the ground behind the pool.
You just already didn't
Not
want
a
to see you,
fucking
and then
bird.
just like sits down and just like,
Ooh.
hey,
Ooh, who's
just a fucking Ed and Eddie moment of like, hey, did you
so I go
notice?
and that's
And then he's following me around the house, being like, "I can't believe you're not open to that idea." I'm like, "Okay, no, I'm fucking not. Do you think the Earth's flat? Were you around to prove all this?" "Well, no, there's pictures." "Okay.
Do you think we've been to space? Do you think we got the
Do we?
perfect
Have we?
angle
Have we really
angle
been?
time?
Have we
took
really
a
been
picture
to
of the
space?
Earth.
Have we?
I don't know. Let's
Since
ask Elon Musk.
6 or 9 or
William
whatever
Shatner.
fucking year it
Listen,
happened.
William Shatner
Oh my
went to space, and I believe
Oh.
I believe Luke Skywalker. Dude, all the fucking.
I
But-
so wish I had the fucking choke from Darth Vader. I swear to God, I'd just be sitting there, just like,
Oh man, there are Star Trek and Star Wars people fucking listening that are losing their minds right now.
But with the T-Rex, I think my favorite thing is that it's most likely that they would have sounded like angry geese.
Probably. I don't know.
That
I
they
wasn't
would've
around
just
then. I have
been-
no fucking clue what they sounded like. I don't know if they had wings or claws or fucking feathers. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
I
what-
wasn't
yeah.
there. I don't know if they got blown up by a fucking meteor from the sky or if they all fucking froze because of the goddamn climate change. No clue. They're not
Yeah,
here.
that's what I
They're
mean.
gone.
Like
We have
for me,
bones
it's
and that's it.
yeah. For me, I just like to say like in my head canon, I would love them to just be like angry giant geese.
Oh,
Ugh,
it'd be great.
if I could
Just
totally control some of
squawking
them
at
and make them
you.
eat people, that would be great.
Why are you so hungry? Oh, I know why.
I'm not angry, but
fucking
for
with you.
fuck's sake.
And I did. It wasn't like I bugged you. I went, "Hey, do you think?"
Oh sure, sure you did, bugger.
I was
like, the
What
fuck?
do you think of the theory
No, that is so not how you fucking came up with that. You're like,
That-
T-Rex is a bird. I'm like, okay.
that the T-Rex might have been a bird?
No.
They had wings
not a
instead of little arms because of the little arms. It might have had like it was actually wings. I'm not saying it took flight. It was a fucking dragon and fire. Just saying that it might have had wings.
No.
JB, like a giant rooster.
No, I can just see her sitting in the kitchen and just being like, just doesn't even want to see you, sees you in the reflection of the computer and gets mad, and then just hears you mumbling behind her, just like, you know, a T-Rex is a fucking bird, right?
Yeah, exactly.
T-Rex is
Just
a fucking bird.
losing her goddamn mind, just like,
Oh.
why? This is
It was definitely one of those moments when I questioned a whole bunch of things.
All right.
like debating which child will be best for hiding a body with.
Probably Carter.
And after that, I only have a fun fact. That was my only question. I just
That was
wanted
the
to.
only
That was
question.
it. I was
So
now like,
you're like, I have questions for you guys. I'm like, oh, I like questions. And then that is the one that you pulled. Now I could see a pterodactyl because they had flight.
But I think it's even more fun to think of them as just kind of like a little furry, like a bat.
so but okay. So how tall was a? Do you know how tall a velociraptor is,
Probably 4 feet.
James?
Yeah, it's short.
It's only like 2.5, 3 feet tall.
Yeah.
They've now discovered like a T-Rex instead of the full reptilian skin that had feathers around the neck and had like feathers almost, like, so I was joking in my other question. I'm like, so which movie in the future was going to be more scientifically accurate? Jurassic Park or The Matrix?
Oh yeah.
And then I went on a rant. I'm like,
And this is where the marriage got questioned.
yeah.
And she's like, how the fuck? The Matrix. I went, prove that we're not in the Matrix right now. And then I got yelled at.
At that point, I was just like, unplug me and fucking let the slime go down. I'll go down the tube or whatever and end up on the fucking wake me up if that's the case.
Let me be the battery for your remote control now.
Mm.
Our robot fucking overlords, because I'm ready.
Next.
Next. I make myself laugh.
I am.
I
very
just
fucking
love
little.
that there was a period of time that humans and pterodactyls were alive at the same time. So there was quite possibly people just getting fucking kidnapped
away.
by
Or-
pterodactyls.
Or Dino Riders. Maybe they fucking rode one of those motherfuckers. Did anybody think about that possibility? That dude, I've seen a dude ride an elephant, train an elephant. What if he was like, oh, look at caw.
But these aren't
I got
smart.
food.
This isn't exactly humans. This is like proto-humans. This isn't even like
How did you know? Were you alive back then?
Were you alive back then to see
This
fucking
is
T-Rex
from-
with his goddamn
this
feathers?
is this is just
Science.
from like
Dr. Fossey
ground
told me it was
studies.
true.
No, it was from ground studies.
You got your... I'm just kidding. I was kidding. Where are you? I think we found the title of our podcast this week. Dr. Fossey told me it was true.
Gonna get me in trouble with friends.
Oh God, dang it!
That's not the title. I wouldn't. No.
No, I'm not titling that, but that
Fuck.
was fucking funny though. All right. Oh, Jesus, where do we go from here?
My
Something.
hand
I don't know.
itches.
Oh, how is that, by the way?
Oh, your hand itches.
Your
Yeah.
yeah.
There's
Your
some
nerves
parts
and
that
shit
are
normal now.
what normal?
Like your nerves and shit. Is it still firing or is it weird?
Uh, I think the craziest thing that's happened is like, so I get like tendon pains in my right arm because of playing with the mouse and keyboard. I have to move my right arm a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten very similar like tightness in the muscles and everything with my left arm now because of it. Because as I'm sleeping, it hurts and I like scrape it on something and my arm just is like
Note to self: don't get a
Nice.
palm tattoo.
Let's see. Where do I want to begin here?
Not that.
I have so much.
I'm over that one.
Which one? Over which one?
That one. I was looking at the funny one.
This one here?
No, that's not funny.
This is pretty funny. Because I think that here, I'll get this out of the way. This guy should invest for the government. So, okay, this asshole, there's an asshole that took advantage, guy in Oregon, took advantage of the COVID relief that the government, when the government was just handing out fucking loans to everybody.
yeah.
This dude took advantage and took like $3 million in grants from the government,
How?
like the small business grants and fraud. He did it in fraud. Got $3.5 million.
Oh,
in
that
quote-
much?
Oh no, it gets better. He invested it. And
Oh,
now
no.
that 3.5 is
It's
worth
legal.
16 million. He's going to prison.
Oh, they did track all of it.
They
yeah.
tracked him down and getting it. But this dude invested the money in Tesla and turned 3.5 into 16. He only did the same thing that Nancy Pelosi's doing, ladies and gentlemen, and with the government's money. And this dude's going to prison. Pelosi's going for re-election. This guy's going to prison. Like, seriously, he should probably take whatever money the government does have and invest it for us. And maybe we'll get out of the $18 trillion debt that we're in.
That's crazy.
But yeah, this guy's going to prison for that. Sorry. that was my-
$3.5 million. Like,
But
how
he-
do you not?
Yeah, so he's fraudulently got 3 point. So he's going to prison for fraud for like 4 years. But he
Yeah, that's not that
turned.
bad.
But he's going to like
So he's gonna have to pay restitution. Am I correct?
no. What he did is they just took the $16 million away from him and they went thank you. So the government gave him 3.5 and they're getting 16 million in return, and he's doing 4 years in prison.
No. So technically, yes, that's restitution. He had to pay that back and then some.
I'm pretty sure they just went thank you. Like, why is he going to prison? They should just be like, thanks, man, instead of sending him to prison. Or if they do send him to prison, it should be like club fed, like a nice.
How much longer does Dread Pirate Roberts have? The
What-
guy who made Silk Road.
Refresh. I don't know. Not for sure. All right, let's do video time.
Okay.
Let me-
After.
Here, actually, let's take a pause real quick. I
Okay.
gotta pause.
I gotta pee.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I had to find this video. All right. Da, 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 da. So this is. Oh, what are you saying, James?
Your desktop.
Sorry, my bust. Wrong one. There he goes.
Motorcyclist.
What are you saying?
Yes, this video is amazing.
Have you seen this?
Yes, so many times.
Okay, so this is a police chase or a police pursuit. In
these
Los
cars, these
Angeles. This
drivers
is
don't
live
know that
TV.
it's coming up so fast. You can see.
Looks
wow,
like he's trying to stand up.
that motorcyclist appearing to kind of stand up there on the motorcycle there for a second. But oh my gosh!
Bye.
Oh,
Wait, do that one more time.
Hold on. Let's get a better angle, shall we?
Okay.
Oh, you got a different one? Which one are
Hold
you
on.
talking about?
Hold on. I will bring up.
This video was insane to me.
So I will show you the other angle.
Please tell me someone was in the intersection.
Nope. Da, da, da. Oh. All right. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
I want to see him perform his circus act.
Got it? James?
Yep, I see it.
If you're watching, you literally watch him. Let's one more time. Hit the car and then fly. And
Oh.
then, yeah, he lands right there. No, he did not make it.
Clearly.
That was what you witnessed right there. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, for viewer discretion is advised. That man did not make it right there. And that's what happens when you play stupid games, I guess, and you run from the police. Just
I was about to say, I don't know what caused the chase at all, but he was getting chased and he was going like
He was
140
doing
to
160. He was doing
Jesus
about
Christ.
120, I think they said at top. 125, 130. I think they said somewhere like that. But
That's
he hit.
a lot slower than I was even thinking because
They-
there is clips of him fucking going past blocks in like a second or two.
Yeah, he's clipping. He's going to 125, I think they said at one point in time, because but you had to think he was on a road, he was like on a road where the speed limit is, I think they said it was like 40.
Oh yeah, 35, yeah.
35 or 40.
40, yeah.
And that dude, or you just keep watching it on repeat. Sorry, you want to get rid of it?
I'm trying to find out because there's a curb right there.
Yeah.
So
He landed on his head.
that's what I was trying to see.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's what
I'm pretty sure he died instantly.
I think at the moment of impact of the car, you see that's about the
That-
time his soul right about there leaves the body. That dust cloud that you think is coming off of him, it's his soul going, we free. And that's about it. for him.
As he's watching himself cartwheel.
That's about it for him.
Yeah, and I want to get a bike. I keep seeing shit like this.
You want to get a bike, but you keep seeing shit like this.
Yeah, I'm just like,
That's not what I wanted. Yeah, I get it, dude. Yeah, I wouldn't be going 140 on a fucking bike. I'll tell you that. Into a
definitely.
car.
That's insane.
That was crazy. Now where's this other one? No, that's saving that one. Saving that one. Oh, here
so
it is.
you can't do it in F1 cars, but if you had the chance to ride along in an F1 car, would you do it?
Yeah. If I go to a racetrack with a professional driver, I'd be there in a heartbeat. But if
Oh,
it's
yeah. Just F1 is like the fastest. Like, Jesus, that would be intense. Like a NASCAR or a drifter, like I'm down in a heartbeat. F1, I feel like it's a chance of me blacking out while just riding along. What's up with this? I don't like this start.
let's just
I don't like this.
let's just watch this because I have questions. I want to see if you guys see what I see.
I like his leg
No
tattoo.
music. Yeah, just pay attention. What's going on here? Like,
Does
the
he have
guy-
his girlfriend tattooed on his leg?
I don't know, but he's
He has
his
a
girlfriend-
giant dick.
like he's twirling her around, and it's amazing that he can hold her up with like
I thought she was gonna grab it to hold on to for a second.
I
As like a rock on a rock climbing rock wall.
how the fuck is that possible? If you notice, the man has the same, me and him kind of look alike. I ain't like that. That thing, he uses it as a belt.
Have you ever seen the black salami?
That thing can make a
clip?
left turn for him.
Have you ever
Maybe even a
seen-
right.
Have you ever seen Black Salami?
Okay. No pun intended, but I'll bite. Go. What's black salami?
It's this video of a black guy in a medical room for some reason, and there's a bunch of white people in lab coats and everything on like the other side of a one-sided mirror, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm Black Salami, and you guys told me to go fuck myself. Well, I will." And he just takes his dick and takes it all the way around and fucks himself in the ass.
For science purposes, I kind of want to see it.
Exactly. It was like a bunch of
Like-
scientists standing around and be like, "Can he?"
I don't think that's possible.
Yeah.
That had to be CGI.
It was real. No, it was from a gay porn.
So there is a horror movie called Wishmaster, and I think it was actually Wishmaster 2, where the djinn gets out and he feeds off everybody's wishes. He goes to prison, and the one guy's wish was he wanted his lawyer to go fuck himself. So this lawyer sitting in a meeting in the prison, all of a sudden his body twists and contorts and bends and comes up over this way, and he starts fucking his own self. That's what that made me think of. Yeah, like clearly he's dead because of the fucking himself and breaking his body in half. But before then, he's in the middle of talking and he's just like, and bends and starts fucking himself. He's like,
I just,
No, it was one of those guys that's like so big that he can't get all the way hard.
that makes
So he's still able to bend it and everything, even while it's hard. So he just puts it all the way down past his balls and fucks himself.
Okay.
all right.
And I mean, I've seen the Pierce Paris guy who can put his balls in his asshole. Seen that plenty. So
Nope.
I'm gonna move on. Fucking yeah, like it's weird. It's weird. Kind of want to see it just for science reasons, but I'm not gonna go looking for it.
So I saw a random fact that your asshole can stretch to the point to where a raccoon could fit inside.
who put a raccoon up there?
You could a raccoon in your ass.
You could
Yeah.
But
fit
who
a
did it?
raccoon,
No, Richard Gere had a gerbil.
allegedly.
So,
Steve-O had a Hot Wheel.
you know.
Okay.
Yep. All right. So, you know my wonderful saying is there's no such thing as a bad example. Let's
Is
use
this a bad
exhibit.
example?
This is one of the there's no such thing as a bad example. Jamie, this is more directed towards you
Oh, what happened?
because I have a feeling that one day when you get older that you might try something like this.
Is
to
it a
cure-
fun way to kill yourself?
No, it's a fun way to cure that. God damn, dude. 10%. Take 10% off. How to cure erectile dysfunction? Yeah, you're dead dick. So this gentleman,
I'll get it once I get erectile dysfunction, I'll just get a noose tattooed on my dick.
Oh God. Yep.
so a gentleman, 45, suffers from erectile 45 and suffers from erectile dysfunction or a little bit of it. So to help that, he was shoving things down his.
Oh God.
Mm,
How is that supposed to help?
it doesn't.
It's gonna get worse.
But how is sounding the answer in the first place?
I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
How is that the first step in this story?
Listen, I'm just going by what this is telling me. I didn't go into it's not like I called the guy and was like, "Hey, buddy, why'd you do this?" This gentleman decided to stick a straw that was attached to a can of waterproofing foam. And his partner accidentally went and Jamie, you okay?
Oh my God.
Oh, we gotta take a pause. 120.
Did you
You
pause
didn't
it?
pause
Yeah,
it.
because your dad or someone knocking. You hear him?
Yeah, just pause it real quick. Sorry about that, guys.
Sorry about that, guys. Had to
Oh, it's
Let
fine.
someone in.
I got it.
So where was I? So yeah, so partner accidentally sprayed the
Weatherproofing.
foam. By the way, do you ever know what I'm talking about?
I can
So
imagine.
it expands.
Oh.
Yeah. Did it pop like a hot dog?
No.
Oh my God.
However, the man was finally. He went to hospital 3 weeks later,
How?
complaining
Was he
of
peeing out of his belly button?
hard to pee and blood in his urine. Did it require surgery? Yes, it did. Because at one point it was 11 by 4 by 6 centimeters of foam inside him.
Okay. Yeah, it said it got stuck in his bladder and penis.
So 11.
So that's about 5 inches
He had a shit.
by 3.
He had a turd inside of his urethra.
Oh
He
my
had a
God.
he basically had an average size penis inside of his penis. to correct his erectile dysfunction.
It's waterproofing foam. How
Yeah,
did he pee around it?
I don't know.
I don't know. Clearly, clearly.
Oh, waterproofing. How do you? Okay, I was slow with that one. I got it.
Here's my question: what kind of partner do you have that goes? I wonder what happens if I went.
What? Why would you allow them to put the fucking straw up there anyway?
That's trusting. By the way, I'm squirming thinking of this.
There's medication you can take to get a hard on, guys. Like for real. Don't
That was
shove
my
shit up
other
your
thought.
dick.
You don't even have to go to the doctor anymore, you fucking lazy ass motherfucker. Why'd you put a straw down your dick to try to get hard?
God bless.
Go
You know-
on fucking bluechew.com. Fuck you.
All right, so that was a pretty bad fail. Well, that's a pretty bad fail, right? I'm gonna
This
lighten
dude's
it up.
doing meth or something else also.
Nope,
I
I'm
don't
gonna-
trust that dude at all.
Clearly not. I'm gonna lighten it up a little bit. We all love pregnancy announcements, don't we?
No, I think they're
No.
stupid, but okay.
I think you guys are gonna like this pregnancy announcement.
It's not the reaction he was expecting. Just but it was like, nah, fucking
Everyone loves a baby. Everyone loves a baby.
no, I'm scared of them until they're like 2.5.
So, this girl went to go announce her pregnancy and film it for her brothers. Went to announce it to her brothers. She goes, and Jamie, I got a feeling you might end up doing this, so pay attention. So she goes up to her brothers and she goes, "Hey guys," her husband's filming it. She goes, "Guys, close your eyes and open up your hands. I got a surprise for you." Brothers close their eyes, open up their hands, drops it in one brother's hand. She goes, "Look." Her one brother goes, "Oh my God, congratulations." We'll call this brother Jamie. Goes, "Oh, what is this? A new vape pen," and sticks it in his mouth.
Oh no.
It was the pregnancy
Yeah, I
test
heard
that's so
that one,
positive.
yeah. Yo,
That's disgusting.
You just basically drank your sister's urine, buddy.
Oh,
Surprise,
no.
I'm pregnant. Ah! So is that considered like? Can you consider that like? How can you?
so I've seen someone vape their own cum. I haven't seen someone vape piss.
I don't think it's possible.
And the guy said the cum tasted kind of like bacon.
No.
So I mean, I don't know.
I don't.
Nope.
Nope. I'm not even.
Hmm.
Boy, we got a lot of fucking fail. Like a lot of people hypocrisies and a lot of things that were supposed to go right went wrong this week. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Really?
So we all know not to drink on the job. At most
The
jobs,
job.
huh? At most jobs, you're
The
not allowed
job.
to drink on the job, right? What did I say? Did I screw that up?
Jink.
Drink on the job.
Yeah, you said like jink on the job.
Okay. Drink.
Yeah, that's why I was like,
On-
all right, then we'll go
Okay.
with that.
Excuse me. Pardon me, ladies and gentlemen. Let me stick my tongue back in my mouth. Most jobs, you're not allowed to drink or have alcoholic beverages. Got it. They're gonna think that was a major typo.
I know.
I know.
Jink on the
I-
job.
I'm gonna say drink on the job once more time.
No jinking on the job.
No drinking on the job. Maybe I'm drinking. That's my problem. Like, so
That's like
say-
a perfect drunk dad T-shirt. I don't drink. I don't jink on the job.
Ah. So, no drinking on the job is usually bad. No drinking and driving. I wouldn't even drink and drive.
No, no.
I probably wouldn't drink and handle sharp objects.
Mm.
I'm definitely not going to be drinking if I'm going to be doing an animal sacrifice
I
with
feel like
another
you
man
would.
holding a goat. Huh?
What the fuck?
I feel like you have to drink at an animal sacrifice. It's kind of part of it.
So in India, a priest was doing an animal sacrifice, like a goat sacrificial, and was supposed to behead the goat. He was drunk, missed, ended up killing the guy holding the goat and beheading him instead.
Oh, snap.
That's a good one.
In front of his wife and kids.
Yeah, that's a good one. And was it kind of like once he was dead, he had to behead him? Or like, did he do it in one swing?
Swung, hit this dude, missed the goat. This is where it gets funny, ladies and
Yeah, I
gentlemen.
was about to
This guy-
say.
okay, this guy
it's not going to be one clean shot if it
No,
was
no, no.
already a-
He didn't completely beheaded him. He basically sliced the dude's jugular.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hold on. According to the United News of India agency, that here's the report that the victim bled a lot.
Huh, really?
That's it. That's the United States of India agents reported that the victim bled a lot.
Oh, and he died.
He died at the hospital.
He deaded.
Oh, the priest, by the way, he's going to jail for murder.
That's surprising.
So that's the best part. Like, one, don't drink on the job. 2, probably shouldn't handle sharp objects. 3, the journalism, ladies and gentlemen, is just really downhill here nowadays.
Oh, God.
Is this one of
According
the
to
AI
report,
generated articles?
the victim bled a lot. No shit. Did he bleed? Like, no shit. He bled a lot. He got his head chopped the fuck off and he bled.
Who's it say the article's by? Does it look like just like a generated name?
It go up.
It's from the American
American
Post.
Post.
Doesn't have an
There's no
author?
like
Hold on,
writer
let me
name.
go.
Huh.
Probably because it's pulled from another website.
Jesus.
Yep.
So did the goat go free, I guess?
Did the goat get a second life? That's the question. Does the goat get a second life? Like, because this dude got sacrificed, they're like,
That was my thought, because that's why I was like, did he just like continue where he was like, well, he's dead, we gotta finish it for the gods, and just started sawing his head off in front of everyone?
did you see?
It's the goat that somebody voodooed themselves into that was stealing. And that goat,
Yeah,
not today.
They just like
fucker."
make up the story where it was like, that was meant to happen.
That goat was like, I don't think so. Like, I'm a voodoo person trapped in a goat. You're not fucking cutting my head off. You're gonna hit this guy.
How amazing is that? Like,
Oh my gosh.
and I was like, dude, like the priest was just like, oops, miss, I'm like, and on to Ricky. Ricky, like, be with
Bring
the
the next
gods and
person
bring us
out.
the rains, huh?
Brings the next guy out, just like, all right, let's try that again.
Whoops. Whoopsie. Like, so fucking good. All right, and the last we'll go with the last video here for the week.
Okay.
We go to, actually, Jamie, do you have the banjos for us?
Banjos.
Yeah. Oh, wrong thing. Ba-ba-da-ba. Mm, 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 mm. So what are we talking about?
Oh no, just the wonderful driving of what in West Virginia. So this lady is doing a news report for.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen this in Dunbar, West Virginia? This is great.
To experience, unfortunately,
So,
in freeze thaw,
accidental
we
bad
see
weather.
this, water main breaks.
Doing a-
Yep. And
Water main
so
break?
Oh my gosh, I just got hit by a car, but I'm okay. I just got hit by a car, but I'm okay, Tim.
That's the first for
I'm
you on
okay.
TV, Tori.
Do you see that guy's reaction? He's just like,
yeah, he's just like,
Oh,
ah.
that's live TV for you. It's all good. I actually got hit by a car in college too, just like that.
Oh my god.
You're okay. We are okay. We're all good.
She's okay. She's okay. She's fine.
Clearly, she was okay. She
Yeah,
was
so
talking.
Dunbar is like just over the bridge, like not far at all. And even at the bottom of that news feed, it says Greenup County, Kentucky, and something about Ashland. So
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
that's
close.
like right
that's-
here.
It's close to you.
At least she's okay. I mean, shit.
Dude, she's okay. Okay, so that guy couldn't see her feed. So
Mhm.
that's why he didn't have a reaction. He was just like, when he was like, you just got hit by a car, he's like, well, that's live TV for you. Just, he didn't know how to react. In his defense, he couldn't see what was going on. Her reaction was the best when she was like, I got hit like a car in college like this. Like,
Yeah, I had to rewatch it earlier because I pulled the
That was good.
dude,
from it.
dude, I'm glad she's okay. You know, she's
Yeah.
okay. I didn't look it up. She did, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm fine. I got hit in college like this. This-
I'm used to it. It just happens.
It's
here.
okay. It's okay. Oh, should we get 2 more stories real quick? 2 more fails. One weirdo. Oh, should we do a weirdo and then a fail, or an accident, or should we just call it? What do you guys want?
I think you should read
It's
that
been
one
going
because
for
it's funny.
quite a while, so
Yeah,
What's that?
make this
Okay.
your last one.
Make this the last one since it's
Yeah.
funny.
Exactly.
So we're going to, I think it's South Dakota, one of the Dakotas, in Sioux Falls.
South Dakota.
Fuck North Dakota. It's just miserable there.
Yeah, it's just cold. I think. I don't know. I don't know anybody from.
I have
Dakota.
I have some friends there, and they post like -24 on like a regular basis, and I'm just like, why do you live there?
That's fucking stupid. So a gentleman, I guess he's a teacher in Sioux Falls, and when he lives with his mom. Anyways, he just came back from Colorado. Made himself some edible brownies. Late one night, didn't tell mom. Mom went and played cards with the girls at the old folks home, and was like, "Oh look, little Jimmy made brownies for us, so sweet," and took them with him, and then handed them out at the old folks home.
That's like a banquet fucking treat.
I thought it was fucking hilarious.
Police were called when people were like, I can't feel my face and I'm seeing shit because of these wonderful brownies.
Did someone get in trouble for this?
He did. They arrested him. He admitted to it. Here's the shitty part. They went to his school where he worked and arrested him.
Are you kidding me?
Okay, that's kind of much. I mean, it's not like he did
It's
it on
no
purpose.
children involved.
An elementary school teacher told deputies that he prepared the brownies with THC butter that he brought back from Colorado.
Okay.
He was arrested it says that he was arrested in front of at the school. They went to his place of employment and arrested him. Yeah.
Nah, fuck the police on that one.
That's fucked up. It's funny it happened to the old folks. I'm pretty sure they had a good time afterwards.
Exactly.
That's why.
If I
That's
was
what
one
I'm
of the
saying.
workers at the old place home, I'd be taking videos, and it's
know.
like one of those things that you can't post at all, but it would be just one of my stories forever. And I would just try to make sure no one calls the cops and just be like, no, you guys got to laugh at this tomorrow. Like,
Yeah.
everyone's going to be fine. Like, chill
Yeah,
out.
I think a couple of the residents, kids called.
Oh, fuck.
Well,
you.
now that guy's gonna end up losing his fucking job. And
Yeah, total shit
everything
yard.
else.
But it's fun. I mean, it still sucks. But I can't believe they went to his place of employment to fucking get him, though. It's just a
That
little bit of
seems like one of those
marijuana
things that's
there,
like
boys.
so much of an accident that how are you going to pin it on that dude?
I don't know.
That one's irritating to me.
It is. Here, all right. Here, I'll do the last one. I think we did this story a couple months back. about a guy going into Target. I think it's a Target in Florida. Yeah, it's a Target in Florida, and having his way with a couple of stuffed animals,
Oh yeah.
in particular a unicorn, and what's the fucking goddamn thing from
Olaf.
Olaf?
The frozen snowman.
Yep.
The best part is, so they really, he's getting probation. The guy fucked a couple of stuffed animals in a Target in Florida, but they released the image of Olaf. That they took, and Olaf, I think, had a good time.
They released pictures of the victim.
Look at Olaf. Doesn't he look like he had a good fucking time?
His legs are still in the air.
Dude, Olaf looked like he had a good time. The unicorn just looks like,
Fuck.
unicorn looks like it is just, did not, that was just shame. Just hanging its head in shame. Olaf, on the other hand, Olaf likes to dance. He likes to party.
That's
Olaf likes to get stepped on, it looks like. Olaf is a kinky bitch.
Olaf has a safe word, I bet. What do you think it is? Let it go.
Oh my God.
Yes. All right. That's all I got.
That's all I got. I got nothing.
James.
Cankle_eater on Twitter. Yeah.
Okay. Baby, no
Yeah.
Sensei, no nothing.
I haven't been.
No updates, at least.
No, I've been busy at work. So
Yeah.
All right.
coming
Well,
soon.
lostlosers.com. Lost or losers_lost on Twitter. Lost_loser_podcast on Instagram. Lostloserspodcast@gmail.com. You can find us on TikTok. Made a few of those last week. Got one over like 12,000 views. Just saying. Not bad. Anyways, find
Alright.
us. Come find us. Come hang out.
Yeah.
Remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe at Rumble. Leave us a 5-star review everywhere.
Every other Sunday, music.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Every other Sunday, join us live on the YouTube channel for the LLP Sunday playlist. Next one will be February 6th, and we are doing cover songs. Yes, we'll be doing some of our favorite cover songs. So they can't be done by the original artist, and some of you might not even know they're cover songs. So come learn, listen, have a good time. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.